Hi Gemini, and welcome to your September energy reading. We have messages coming in from Spirit, God, Source, Universe. We are going to be talking about different topics, getting the answers for those. These could be situations that are coming in this month, or they're happening to you now. It could be middle or end. It could be energy that's coming in. It could even be prediction for something that's going to happen. And it may take a little longer than the month of September to work through some of these things, okay? Challenges or shadow or whatever it is. So be open to that. Also, I ask that you're open and allow this message to fit your situation organically, okay? Don't try to force it. But Gemini, let's get started with a challenge you may face the month of September, or have already started to face. We have magic prayer with for some of you Geminis this month, or like I said, could already be showing up here, is you may come into an energy or a situation that's going to have you finding it difficult to find balance in your spiritual or religious, whatever practice you have, okay? I feel like you're going to come up to a challenge around that, where you're not going to be able to find the balance, or it's going to feel like an either or. What else are they trying to say? Where you're going to feel like you have to make a choice and you're unsure because both things seem right or fine, I want to say. You may even, for some of you, because it can be different for everyone, you may be questioning your spirituality or your faith or religious practice this month. Something may come up that's going to have you questioning it. And you may have to go into prayer or into meditation, or just sitting quietly with yourself and whomever it is that you go to for your divine source and strength, right? But I feel like you're going to be challenged in that area somewhere. And it's a 5, which makes me feel like a change needs to come around that in some way for you. Let's look at the rest of the cards and see. Or it could just be, right, you questioning even. Oh, wow, I can keep going with this because they just keep sending more stuff in, right? Like you're going to maybe question a practice that you have within your faith, okay? Positive energy to embrace, to bring joy. Storm spirit, chaos. With the 10 of spells, or the 10 of wands. I actually had a card in one, because I'm doing Pisces through to Leo now, and I don't remember which sign it was, but it was a lightning storm, and it was an opportunity to seize or grab a hold of, and this is positive energy to embrace or to bring joy, and there was lightning there too. And I feel this is similar to the same, or it's going to be the very same almost message, which is sometimes the best things happen after a storm, after a tower moment, after you've been through something hard and difficult. The sun finally shines, the flowers finally bloom because they've had enough water. Do you know what I mean? Like, it may have been a huge, big, ugly thunderstorm, rainstorm, but you know what? The earth needed it, so something good happens after it. And I feel like this is the same thing with the 10 of spells or the 10 of wands. I feel like what is ending for you is something that you've been having a lot of difficulty with. Okay, you've been carrying a burden. Something's been weighing heavy on you for quite some time. and what they want you to embrace. I feel it's the energy. Well, one, it can bring you joy because it's a 10, so you're finally laying that burden down. And I feel like it may seem in the moment like it's coming after chaos, but no, after that chaos or after that storm, it's going to be the opportunity to lay down whatever it is that's been weighing heavy on you, that's been burdensome, that has been causing maybe chaos in your life. And they want you to embrace this storm or the chaos that's going to come in. They want you to embrace what it is you know can be on the other side, what you want to be on the other side, and put that into your positive spin cycle and let it play out. Let it, I want to say let it brew for some reason, right? You know, let it, brew's the only word I can think of. Just sit with it because something good's coming out on the other side, and that's the positive energy. They want you to know that it's soon to be over. Negative or shadow energy to work on. And this is, I cannot read that. So it depends on the background color. Oh, richness. I could not see that. And marine life. With the fiery wind or the fairy wind again. Yeah, the fairy wind, which is, oh, the chariot. That's what it is. It's like I couldn't, okay. So with the chariot, this is negative or shadow energy to work on. I feel for some of you Gemini, and I know with Geminis, you guys are also very creative, a lot of thoughts, right? You love to change direction often, which I think is the chariot representation here, right? You always have new ideas and you just want to do. I feel like sometimes for you, it can be to your detriment. And that is why they're saying it's something you need to work on. It's almost like, I had this message similar with Aries, like always just going to the next thing, without, I'm going to say you finish it, the prior, whatever it was that you were doing, okay, or situation that you were in. But you never just allow it to sit and resonate within, okay? You just kind of jump from one thing to another. And I think they're saying, you know what? Sometimes you need to be able to sit and enjoy the fruits of your labor or the fruits of your thought. What do you need to make room for? Simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. This card has come up too in one of the other readings for this month. And Weaver of Challenges, or the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, love her because she is very clear thinking. She knows what she wants. She's direct. She's honest. She has clear boundaries. So if we have this energy coming up with simplifying your life, basically the message is you need to make room, okay? It's sweeping out the old, what's no longer serving you. It could literally be clutter in your home, like literally. But they don't want you, if it's, think of it, you know, like people who hoard, for example, or people that maybe aren't even hoarders, but they've just allowed things to pile up, okay? No judgment here about any of that. But my point is, it's hard to let go of the stuff sometimes, right? Maybe because it has sentimental value. Who knows why? They're saying, don't be the Queen of Cups here. We need you to be the Queen of Swords. We need you to be clear in thought, clear-minded, with intention. You have a plan and you're going to follow it through. It could even bring in a little, I want to say, Queen of Pentacles energy here too, the practicality of it, right? Where you are simplifying your life. What do you need? What don't you need? Literally, as far as actual things you can touch, all right? Or if it's simplifying your life just in the way you think about your life. And maybe because you've been carrying these burdens up here for a while, it's maybe that clutter or simplifying things, maybe that those burdens were because things weren't simplified, okay? A lot of overthinking possibly. I don't know, that could be for some of you. This is just making everything simple, from literal objects to the way you think, all right? What you need to avoid, shadow card, darkness, and the enchanter or the magician. Again, I feel like this is coming back to, I want to come back over here to the very first set of cards, which was the challenge you may face. And I said you could be questioning things. Maybe you're not happy with the belief or with a practice that you have now in whatever religious or spirituality or whatever practice it is that you have. And because of that, you've kind of been kind of falling into the darkness, falling into the shadow, maybe jumping from thing to thing to thing, or maybe getting depressed and then not sure what to do about it, or how to get out of that way of thinking or being. And what they're saying here is they want you to avoid that. They want you to use your magician energy, okay? Where the magician energy or the enchanter is someone who can make dreams come true, can manifest the life that they want to have, that is willing to use whatever it is, whatever they can put their fingers on to figure out maybe the answers to the questions that you have over here, to help end the burden that you've been carrying. They have water, fire, air, and earth energy, and they use all of those tools. They use all of their learning and their knowledge to create the life that they want to have. What do you desire? If you're questioning your faith, why? Let's figure it out. So they don't want you to stay in the darkness here. They want you to figure it out. And you can't figure it out if you're sitting in the darkness, confused and unsure of how you're going to move forward, I want to say. What opportunity should you seize or grab a hold of? Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. I also want to say, follow your intuition. Along with, I believe it's the 4 of challenges, or the 4 of swords, yeah. Rather than going into the darkness, just maybe take a break. Take a lay down if you must, right? I'm thinking of the Rider-Waite card. Lay down, take a break, take a breather. In here, remember, they wanted you to just slow things down. You don't need to go from one thing to another. You need to simplify things. You're putting the burdens down. You have questions here. You're going to be questioning something. Maybe you need to take a time out and think about it and allow your intuition, navigating by the stars, to lead you, okay? Allow your intuition to lead you. You know what is right for you. You know that things need to change, okay? After you lay those burdens down, you know that you need to just take a little time, a little rest, a little beat in between. You know things need to be simplified. You know that you have a tendency that could lead you, into a bit of darkness or depression or whatever it may be, turmoil up in your head about, questions that you have. But they're saying, you know what? Intuition, intuition, intuition. Follow what makes you happy. Navigate by the stars, right? Think of the 3 wise men, if we want to go back to that story, all right? Think of the 3 wise men. they followed the star. Did anybody tell them to follow the star? I don't know. I wasn't there, but they did. So, you know what? Sometimes you just need to calm yourself down and follow the star, okay? I love that message. Oh, this one just came out for you. That was fast. Present. Journey into the garden to escape the two eternities. I thought it was saying extremities, and I was like, that is not making sense. I need new glasses too, you guys, as well. But present. So journey into the garden to escape two eternities, the past and the future, right? They want you to be in the here and now, not always jumping forward, not worried about, because literally this is now the past. This is going to be the past, right? They want you to be in the present. Follow your intuition and live in the present. Okay, let's get one more. And then we'll close this up for you, Gemini. Nice messages, though. I mean, I feel here like there's a bit of, you've, maybe been through a situation, or one's going to be coming up that, is maybe going to, I feel like you've been carrying whatever this is, though, for a bit. Opportunities. Unfurl like a fern even without warm sunlight. Okay. Which means don't, I want to say, right? You think of that when the fern's all rolled up. Yeah, that's the darkness, cocooning yourself in and not wanting to maybe deal with anything, right? It's like, oh, I have a problem, I'm just going to cocoon myself away and not deal with it. They're like, no, unfurl like a fern. You need to deal with it, okay? So, Gemini, those are your messages. I hope that you enjoyed them. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. You know what? Please subscribe if you haven't. Or if you feel that you know someone who may need to hear this message, Gemini or not, please share it with them. And let me know if you've liked this reading or not. I would certainly appreciate it. And I will see you in your next reading.